Hello and welcome to the series of Therion tutorials. Today we will do some advanced line drawing in terms of walls, and in particular we will learn how to draw a pillar inside your cave passage. In order to demonstrate this principle, we will use the example of Captain Kangaroo. And you can see already here where my cursor is the pillar that we want to draw. So it's really a little bit of rock that splits two branches of passage. Okay, so in order to get a good look at what we want to see, I've selected the Captain Kangaroo branch here. And essentially we will try to draw a pillar inside this bit of passage here, there. And I've highlighted what essentially is cave as opposed to bedrock in white, so that we can demonstrate some good pillar drawing in Therion. Okay, let's first jump to the Inkscape file. This is the passage where we want to include a pillar. I've already drawn the wall lines there. In fact, you can see that the blue tick here is facing away, the wrong way. Let's just fix that quickly. Path reverse. There we go. Now all the ticks are pointing just the right way. Save this. Let's select the Bezier curve, disable snapping, and draw our pillar. Now, usually in Therion, in order to draw the walls of your passage, you draw in an anti-clockwise manner. And the opposite is true if you're drawing a pillar. Therefore, we shall draw in a clockwise manner. Click and drag. There we go. Now I've just made a line of type, well, of undefined type, right? If I click Control-Shift-O, bring up the Object Properties pane, you will see that there's nothing in the description there, or in the title. So we shall leave it as at that for now. Let's move it and make sure that it looks properly right. Let's move to the ground truth. Here it looks more like a triangle than what I've drawn. So let's just quickly amend this drawing here. Maybe we can select this node and delete, and in fact we can delete that node too, and then move the Bezier nodes a little bit to make it look more like a triangle. I think that looks better. Okay, let's now go to the extensions. Therion, set line type. So it obviously should remain a line of type wall, but in the options, we will give it a new attribute, which is this outline, and we will set it to in. By default, all the outer walls have an outline attribute set to out by default in Therion. But if you're drawing a pillar, you have to tell to Therion that this is essentially wall or rock that is within what you have drawn, and just instead of being outline out, it's therefore outline in. We apply, and we close, and finally what you can see is that this polygon, Bezier, well, this Bezier curve is closed, so the cycle is closed, and you see the blue and yellow ticks are pointing towards cave passage rather than towards bedrock. So that's looking good. And the way to achieve that, obviously, is to draw the pillar in a clockwise manner. Save this. Good. Let's now recompile everything so we can see the difference. Just here without the pillar. Let's now move to our text editor. I've got the extended config file open. In fact, you can see here that I've set the cave passage color to some RGB code. to make it look a little bit yellowish, just for the purposes of this demonstration. And we'll just compile this. Reading the source files, processing the database, the center line, and writing the scraps. Not too many because it's only a small selection of the cave. Okay, and now if we just go back here, you can see the difference with the pillar inside. And thankfully, Therion's now understood that this is bedrock rather than cave passage. And it's not colored in with this gray yellowish fill. And that means essentially that we've drawn a pillar. Okay, so that's the end of the tutorial. In this tutorial, we learned how to use the outline attribute to make a pillar inside a passage. And the key takeaway is that in order to draw the pillar, you have to start anti-clockwise. And obviously, if you don't start anti-clockwise, you can always reverse the path later on in Inkscape in order to make sure that the ticks always face towards the inside of the cave passage. All right, that's it.